Welcome to Carrie's Corner. Today I've got an unboxing and review of the Sigma 70mm f2.8 DG macro lens. It's one of the art lens series by Sigma, so it should be pretty good. Let's check it out. As we open up the box, we see the documentation packet. It's got the warranty card and instruction manual. And then we have the lenses in a nice nylon pouch. It's well padded, has a zipper opening on it, and on the back there's a belt loop so you can use it as a belt pouch. As we take the lens out, it's wrapped in plastic, has a lens hood. On the side, you've got a manual focus switch and also focus limiter switch. The lens hood has a knurled ring around it, which is kind of nice, and it's also ribbed on the inside, though it doesn't show well in the video. There's a better look at the focus limiter. It is a DG and not a DN lens, so it started out, the design started out originally as a DSLR lens, and they just added basically an extension tube on it to make it fit on a mirrorless camera. This first image taken at f2.8 shows slight vignetting, but the distortion is well controlled by the profile. At f4.0 we have even less of the vignetting. It's mostly gone. Very good sharpness from corner to corner. Here's f5.6, even nicer. At f8, all the vignetting is gone. I think this is the sweet spot for the lens. It doesn't get any better than this. And here we are at f11. f11 is quite usable as well. Let's look at some macro photos now. The out-of-focus background really makes that butterfly pop. This young lady was kind enough to pose for me while she was doing her daily rounds. Can you find all 5 insects in this photo? I used manual focus on this shot to be sure I locked in on the snake's eye. And here's another nice shot. The corner-to-corner sharpness on this lens makes it good for landscapes as well. We have good corner-to-corner sharpness in this shot, and the antennas on top of the BOK tower show up very well. Here's another nice sharp image. I really like the reflections off of the wet globe. To test the autofocus tracking, I mounted the Sigma on my A6600. I think it did a reasonably good job of tracking my face and eyes. However, the autofocus tracking was not always reliable. This clip shows a case where it had problems, particularly as I moved away from the camera. It's definitely better at tracking objects as they move closer, than as they move farther away. Here's a little clip of otters being cute. I like the way I was able to catch the monkey's face in this clip. And here are a few more stills. The next couple show what the lens is capable of in a portrait setting. In conclusion, I think that the Sigma 70mm f2.8 macro is a very good lens taken as a stills lens. If you're a still photographer primarily, this is a heck of a value. Street price runs around $569 on it. I was able to find mine on sale for $399. The images are sharp from corner to corner. They're contrasty. They do still manage to have good bokeh, but video not so much. The autofocus tracking is just, it's not going to work well for active subjects. If you're trying to shoot wildlife, if you're trying to shoot macro of active subjects like insects, you may have trouble with it tracking. That being said though, if you're primarily a stills photographer, this lens is definitely worthy of your attention and your consideration. And if you are a video photographer, but you primarily shoot static subjects that don't move around a lot, this lens is still good. Like I say, it makes very sharp images. It's a great macro lens. It's a great landscape lens. And it's decent for portraiture too. So, like I say, there are better choices if you need, good autofocus tracking. If you need high-speed autofocus tracking, there are definitely better alternatives. But if you primarily shoot static subjects, if you primarily shoot stills, I think you'll find this lens to be quite worthy. I give it a recommended, with the caveat that the autofocus tracking is not the best. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please hit like, and if you'd like to be notified about future videos, please hit subscribe and notify. Thanks again. Bye-bye.